In this episode, we're camping inside of this abandoned military tunnel system. We're on an island and we've got this incredible view. We are heading out for another island adventure. Yes, we are back home in the San Francisco Bay. As y'all know, we're in the middle of a road trip right now, but we had to make some changes to the route, which I'll explain later. But for now, we are back and we're gonna have a good time. Wind's gonna be gusting up to 20 miles an hour today, but thankfully it's slack tide right now, and it's gonna start ebbing back to the ocean, which means we are gonna ride the tide all the way back to our island. We've got a pretty long journey today, about 7 miles. We're gonna be paddling from the little island city of Alameda, headed out to Yerba Buena Island. Yeah, this is one of my favorite routes to do. Just provides a good amount of challenge, get some different scenery, you have a beautiful view of the city the whole way there. I actually scouted out this old tunnel or drainage system right on the edge of the island. Looks really cool, but I cannot find any information on it. I did a little bit of research, and the best guess that I can make for what it is some old infrastructure from the military presence on the island. Well, we're coming to the end of this rock wall here. It's about a mile long. You might remember I actually stayed overnight on this rock wall right at the very end there. Did a little bit of fishing. That was a really fun trip. Water does tend to get a little bit dicey here, so just gonna focus and get around. We made it. Come around the corner here and instantly it smells like fish. Got a lot of pelicans and cormorants that like to hang out right up there. This section of water that we're in now, it's called Seaplane Lagoon. They built jetties and dredged this place out over 100 years ago when they were establishing the naval base here. You can even see the naval aircraft carrier, the USS Hornet. It's now actually a museum that you can go and visit. A lot of people say it's haunted, actually. What do I see here? Look at that. If anyone lost a Cascade, a Mountain Tech trekking pole, hit me up. You just never know what you're gonna find out on the water or on some of these obscure shores that I end up landing on. I found a lot. Hey, buddy. You can see all the way out there at the edge of the island, right underneath the bridge. That is where we were trying to get to. It's looking like that ship is still tied off, so we should be safe to pass in front of it. And we're out of that main shipping channel. Just got a mile more of open water to cross, so let's do it. We've made it across the beautiful Yerba Buena Island. You can see you have the Coast Guard right there. Got some historical stately buildings up there. And yes, the wind is really picking up. Whew. Got a big colony of seals or sea lions. These guys love to follow me whenever I paddle here. Hey, buddy. Wow. We got about a half mile left to go, but I really need to make a pit stop. So we're gonna stop here at one of my favorite little beaches. Well, that was nice to take a little bit of a breather, but let's make our way to the tunnel. Here we have our tunnel. This is cool. Could be a rough landing though, so let's be careful. Haha! We made it. All right, let's check this thing out. Wow. Check it out. This is like a perfect little camp spot. Look at this. And just look at our view. Well, time to haul up all of our gear. Well, it took a minute, but got all my gear here. However, I'm missing one very important thing, the kayak. So I do have rope. I don't know if it would be a good idea to try to pull the kayak up onto this structure. Maybe we could try to pull it up this little gutter here, try to secure it up here. Kind of thinking that's the way to go. No. I'm seeing on that gutter there's some metal wire. Don't want to scratch the kayak up on that, so I'm gonna use this ice plant as a bit of a ramp. It's invasive anyways, so. All right, sweet. Yep, I'd say that's safe from high water. I was just about to say that I can finally relax now, but I noticed that this manhole is kind of wedged open with a blanket, some kind of ratchet strap, so let's make sure we're alone. Gonna get a flashlight. Is anyone there? Really looks like people were living down here, man. Okay, now we can relax. I want to see if this door closes because that would be so nice at night. Kind of lock out all the moisture and cold. Yeah. We have got our own little studio apartment here. This is really cool. Now I want to see what this section down here looks like. Like, was that a drainage system or what? Whoa. Yeah, with all that piping over there, it looks like this was some kind of drainage system. Now let's see what this thing is over here. Wow. What do we have here? Okay, another little room. If anyone needs a cooler, you know where to find one. Yeah, there is no shortage of rebar here. That's a neat little tide pool. I want to see how far up there we can climb, see if we can get a better view. Oh. Yeah, that is not secure. Wow, so people used to come down here on foot. I don't know if that's possible anymore. There's a lot of active construction right now. Somebody lost a shovel right there. Sweet. Well, it feels so good to change out of those wet clothes. I was legitimately soaked head to toe. And it's just 6 o'clock right now, but it is already dipping down into the 50s. The Bay Area is just having some especially cool summer weather right now. But what a journey to get out here. Probably would have been a little bit easier if I was able to leave in the morning, but it's just how timing worked out. Besides, I do like a good challenge. Makes it feel that much more rewarding to make it here. Got a good workout in, and I'm feeling it, man. I am starving. Not knowing what this spot was going to be like, I did bring my tent, but I don't need that. All right, looking pretty cozy. And check it out, we got a shelf. Feels sturdy enough. We are camping in luxury. Oh, the fog is really rolling in right now. Anyways, let's eat. I am so hungry right now. Got all the ingredients laid out for our dinner. I'll give you a second to try to guess what we're making. That's right, we're gonna make personal pizzas on naan bread. This is something my grandmother used to make from time to time, and I always looked forward to it. So we're gonna start by getting some olive oil on the pan. We're gonna start warming up a naan. Then we'll warm up the second one. Of course, I packed a little bit of pizza sauce. Found these little sauce containers at Daiso, and while it seemed like a good idea, maybe this isn't the right kind of thing to use it for. Get that spread out. I probably should have brought 2 of those little containers, but this will still be good. This cheese is called Quattro Formaggio. It's got 4 different cheeses in there. I forget which ones exactly, but... Hello? Hello? Hey, what's up? Did you hike down here?
Yeah.
Oh, sweet. Hey, a couple random people just wandered in. Yeah. I guess they hiked down from up there. So I guess we're gonna have some company for dinner. Oh yeah, I guess we got some visitors, but I'm gonna keep making dinner here. I'm gonna take the salami, kind of break it up into some pieces. I think it'll crisp up better that way, because we are gonna get the top crispy. No, actually, let's put on the corn first. This is a bit of a wild card ingredient, putting corn on pizza, but I think it's one of the best ingredients you can use. Especially when it gets crispy. Really nothing like it. Let's put some more of that salami on. Well, I think that's plenty of salami, so we'll eat the rest a la carte. So I said I'm getting the top crispy, and for that I got my trusty butane torch. Oh, it's looking crispy. We're gonna top this with a bit of this new seasoning I picked up from Trader Joe's. Haven't tried it yet, but I hear it's really good. Seems like a bit of a take on an Italian seasoning, but with a little bit of spice added, which I like. And of course, we gotta add the Parmesan and red pepper flakes. Wow, that is looking good. I think it would be a mistake not to come out here and enjoy this meal with this view. Cheers. Oh, Nana would be proud. This is so good. I have a lot going on here with all these ingredients, but that's one of the fun parts of making pizza.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you. It was kind of surprising but cool to bump into those couple people, Alejandro and Anya. If you're watching, hope you're enjoying the video. Let me update you all about the road trip. Yes, we're back in the Bay Area, but no, we did not cancel the trip. I was loving my time up there in Oregon and then heading up to Washington, kind of exploring the western part of the state, and we were spending some time in Seattle. Had a really fun and different kind of adventure planned for the eastern part of the state, right outside of Spokane. I know there's so much in western Washington, but I just could not pass up on this opportunity. And right as we were about to start heading east, I actually remembered, the registration on my van is coming up, so might as well pay it early. And when I went to pay it online, I was told you need a smog test. And I could have sworn it wasn't due this year, but It was, so we ended up having to drive back down here to California. Gave me a little bit of time to reevaluate the route, and if we had kept going, we would have ended up being like in New England and all the Northeast in winter, and then we would have been down in Florida and down south in the summer, so like the complete opposite time of year to be there. Got to replan some of it, and gonna throw it on the screen for you. Still trying to do 2 states per month. We're gonna head to New Mexico starting in September, and make our way on east. So funny enough, this was actually the original plan, was to go in that direction. Then we ended up having to switch it up due to the Southern California fires, and now we're switching it back again. So just how it works sometimes. So I do have a couple videos planned in the meantime, this being one of them, obviously. Really trying my best to get out content for y'all. I know sometimes it seems like they're few and far between, but I got a lot going on and I am trying my best. Hi. I have a few more visitors. I met these cool random people. What are your names?
Youngso, on me.
Josh.
And there's someone else down there. Someone climbed that all the way out there. But yeah, really cannot wait to get on the road again. September cannot come soon enough. Oh, that hit the spot. Well, it's starting to get a little bit late. The sun is set, the city's lit up and under fog, and I am feeling tired after today. Well, we better close our door. And instantly we have a cozy little room tonight. I cannot believe we lucked out with this spot. And look, we still sort of have a window. Well, I will see y'all in the morning. Good night. Well, good morning. Let me show you what it looks like waking up inside here. It was actually a pretty eventful night last night. Maybe within 15 minutes of laying down and getting cozy, all of a sudden the door just flew open. And I'm like, did someone just kick in this door? But no, it was a gust of wind. So I used this heavy piece of lumber to prop open the door, and it ended up working. And then I got back in bed, about ready to fall asleep again, when I started hearing noises like below us in that weird chamber that had a bunch of garbage and stuff. It sounded like some kind of little animal scurrying around, so I guess you can figure out why I had to do this. So right in the middle there was where there were a bunch of open holes that led down to that chamber. So I took this blanket that was in this corner right here, ended up being really clean. Spread it out over the holes and put some heavy items down just to make it not quite as easy for a rat or something to get up here. Then I also stuffed the little paper bag right there where the doorknob used to be. So that was a pretty big entryway here. So then I'm lying down trying to go to sleep again, and around 11:30 I start hearing a bunch of voices. So ended up being 5 guys coming down here and just doing a little bit of exploring. So they were here maybe half an hour, we were chatting it up, and you know, they were friendly. But after that, besides a few weird noises I was hearing, I did end up sleeping pretty well. And having this door, it was really nice to keep out all the moisture and keep it warm. Like, I almost didn't need my sleeping bag at first. Plus, just having a completely flat and level area to set up on is a real luxury. So, sleep rating. Probably a 5 or 6 out of 10, kind of average. I had a lot going on at first, but then it settled down and was able to get some good deep sleep. Well, I'm really curious to see what it looks like outside here. Just never know if it's going to be completely fogged over, like no visibility, or if the sun's popping out at all, or it's completely overcast. Oh wow. Beautiful, beautiful morning out here. Really neat how the sun's illuminating different parts of the buildings. How cool. Got a little bit of blue sky up there. The kayak obviously stayed nice and safe all the way up here. Probably like 20 feet from the water line, so that's really good. Whew, I am ready for breakfast. It's actually one of those mornings where I woke up feeling like really hungry first thing. So I got everything laid out for breakfast quesadillas. Of course, you got the tortillas, Got some shredded Mexican cheese, some sliced jalapenos, pre-cooked bacon, a couple eggs, and half an avocado. First thing, let's get some oil in the pan. These eggs in here. We are going to scramble them. Get these set aside in my little backpacking pot. A little more oil, and then we will get our bacon heated up. So this is the pre-cooked bacon that you can find at the store, just in a little box. Really convenient. Oh, of course, the smell of bacon's really hitting me right now. It only took a couple minutes. You can see that bacon sizzling nicely. There we go. And now we'll get our first tortilla on here. We got the cheese in there. Let's break up some of the bacon. I'm sorry, I can't help myself. I'm just gonna snack on one right now. Some of the eggs on there. Go ahead and season it now. Got some of this chili onion seasoning. Should go well with this. Get the jalapenos on there. And some of this avocado. That is looking really good. And we'll get this second one done. You know what? Let's take this outside again. Enjoy the view. And just take a look at how good that looks. I've gotten several comments about how much I eat when I'm on these camping trips, but you really need to get a lot of calories in when you're kayaking a lot or you're backpacking. You just gotta eat. Oh, that is so good. The avocado adds so much too. You know, I have a real soft spot for breakfast burritos, but I don't think I've ever had a breakfast quesadilla, so this is the first time. I still am just amazed at how cool of a spot this was that we were able to discover. Like, I saw it on Google Maps and decided to check it out, and look what a find this is. Like, a lot of times it really just pays to give something a try. Like, even if there are a lot of unknown factors, make sure you have a backup plan and then just give it a shot. It was really cool meeting all those people last night, even though I was expecting us to be alone the whole time we were here, so it was sort of surprising at first. One of them even found a really cool shell and gave it to me as a gift, so just people were really chill and friendly. Looks like we have some calm, flat water right now, so hopefully it stays that way for my return trip. Yeah, it's nice to have the sun coming out a little bit. When I was checking the weather, it said it was going to be cloudy all day, so this is a nice surprise. Yeah, I'm a sun sneezer. I tell that to some people and they've never heard of it, but it's actually genetic. Some people sneeze when the sun hits their face. And I think I want to make coffee today. I've never done that on a camping trip, but I think I could use it for paddling 7 miles today. We're going to see if we can do a pour over while camping. Should be fun. We were just in Seattle, so of course we had to stop by the original Starbucks. And they have a special reserve Pike Place blend there. I guess it's different than the normal Pike Place, so that's what I got right here. Now I know some coffee connoisseurs are probably jumping out of their seats right now, but hey, we were in Seattle, we just had to. We just pour. So I've really been getting into pour overs recently. It really takes a lot of skill to be able to do one well, so I've been trying to learn. I think pour overs tend to bring out the best flavors in coffee too. And a big part of pour overs is precision, so normally I have a scale. Just make sure I measure 4 even pours. It really is, like an art form. I'm not saying I'm an artist, I'm still trying to learn, but hopefully I'll get there. Let's see how it turned out. Yeah, I've noticed with this reserve Pike Place, it tastes a lot stronger than regular Pike Place, and somehow a little bit more balanced too. And while I'm sipping on this, better start getting packed up. I want to get out of here before the water gets too rough. Well, we got a chill slack tide and we got a tailwind, so should be a nice journey to get back. As usual, I packed out all my trash. This is all the trash I was able to collect from inside the room there. Got a few aluminum cans, a couple bottles, and just some random junk. And with that, we're good to go. Well, until the next one.